Well, as taxpayers, we spend tens of millions of dollars a year to help fund neighborhood nonprofit groups who provide much needed services to the community.
Well, one of those programs is a lifesaver for the city's elderly and disabled. But tonight, Iteam's Carl Monday investigates claims by some local contractors that one community group mismanaged its payments under the program and left them high and dry.
I have to dig that up and replant that.
For longtime Lee Miles area resident Mildred Hambright, working in the yard is pure bliss.
You take a lot of pride in your home, don't you?
Oh yeah. And this is my pride and joy.
But Mildred's not cut out for cutting her sprawling lawn, not at 85 years of age. Fortunately, the city of Cleveland has come to the rescue with lawn care contractors like Art Gray.
There's a lot of seniors that don't have anyone that can cut their grass for them, and they need help.
Zip, 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 he was done.
Yeah, he's very good.
A good example of your tax dollars at work, all part of a patchwork of programs run through a maze of neighborhood nonprofits and city council offices, largely funded with tax dollars and funds from Ohio casinos. All funneled through the city's Department of Aging. They'll mow and trim your lawn, shovel your walkway, and even replace your smoke detector, free of charge. The backbone behind the service is a program called CHORE. The Department of Aging spends around $280,000 a year to run it. Another $328,000 over the past 3 years to hire contractors to do the work. Contractors like Charles Connor, owner of C&C Professional Landscaping. Connor claims his company did hundreds of jobs for the city in 2018 and 2019 through the Mount Pleasant Now Development Corporation, a nonprofit community organization. He showed us paperwork he says will prove it.
How much money did you have coming for the year 2019?
That still owe is $14,000.
They owe you $14,000.
Yes.
More than 2 years ago, Connor says he approached Mount Pleasant Now employees, including Director Nicholas Perry, about his vanishing compensation.
Well, what did Nicholas Perry tell you about where the money went?
He never told you anything. He never said anything. He kept saying he didn't get paid from the city.
So Connor contacted City Hall, the Department of Aging.
Cleveland say they paid him. Where did it go?
Where did the money go?
Where did the money go?
We asked the mayor's office the same question. They told us they reimbursed Mount Pleasant Now over $82,000 since 2018 to help pay contractors under the CHORE program. What happened to Connor's cash? The city refused our request to interview the Department of Aging's director, and records it provided offered few answers. So Connor and my crew went straight to the source.
Mr. Monday.
And you're Mr. Perry.
Yeah, how you doing?
Mount Pleasant Now director Nicholas Perry.
We've paid him close to $16,000.
Well, he acknowledges that, but he says there's another $14,000 that he has coming.
Well, that's the issue. We've been asking for proof of that, and we haven't received it.
I brought my papers up here for y'all to get back with me. Nobody got back with me. I've been calling you for 2 years, man. You gave me some of my money. You didn't give me all of my money. I have paperwork to show you ain't paid me all my money.
Now, we have paperwork that shows that you didn't prove what we owe you.
I did.
Perry says a 2020 audit shows Connor billed for some grass-cutting jobs he didn't complete. Connor blames it on paperwork errors by one of his workers, while Connor was in the hospital for heart surgery. But Connor, who also undergoes kidney dialysis, says he's still out $14,000 for snow shoveling and leaf blowing. Perry's response, prove it and we'll pay it.
I have no problem paying you. Let's get that clear. I have no problem paying you.
But apparently, Mount Pleasant has had problems paying other contractors.
It's like the money just disappeared.
It didn't disappear into my pockets.
Landscaper Willie Ashley was out more than $8,000 from jobs he performed for Mount Pleasant Now in 2019 and 2020.
I spoke with the Department of Aging myself personally.
And what'd they tell you?
And he told me that Mount Pleasant has been paid.
In fact, this 2020 letter he received from Mount Pleasant Now acknowledges that Ashley performed the work and was owed the money. But when Mount Pleasant failed to pay up, Ashley filed suit in January of this year. His attorney asked the court to order in Ashley's favor when Mount Pleasant failed to answer the complaint. What do you think happened to the money?
I have no idea. I didn't get it.
At least not until a few weeks ago. After we started making calls and asking questions, Ashley's attorney told me Mount Pleasant gave him a $9,000 check, covering invoices and interest, for work Ashley did for the organization more than 2 years ago.
Why did they have to go to court to get money they had coming?
Well, we have been trying to get them paid. One of the bigger issues is receiving our pay, and one of the bigger issues is we've gone over budget.
Perry says the grass cutting program was over budget because a couple of councilmen pulled out. Both council members, Joe Jones and Kevin Bishop, told me they severed ties with the program because of homeowner complaints. Jones added, by the end, the grass cutting program was a disaster. But other contractors not in the chore program say they too have money coming from Mount Pleasant Now, a nonprofit that reported net assets of nearly $2.5 million in 2020, but operating at a loss.
Something is not right, that there shouldn't be unpaid contractors with that much income coming in.
Jeffrey Hennon runs a collection agency that represents the Reliable Snowplow Company. Records he gave us show, for 3 years, Reliable plowed parking lots on Mount Pleasant properties.
How much of that money have you seen so far?
They have not paid any of it.
Not a dime.
No, not a dime.
At first, Hennon says Mount Pleasant Director Perry promised to pay up. But even after suing, and a magistrate's decision in Reliable's favor 2 years ago, he says the company is getting a snow job by Mount Pleasant, still not paid the $14,000, including interest and attorney fees, for work dating back to 2018.
I don't think he was honest. It's as simple as that.
Like any other CDC, we're struggling. You know, it's a nonprofit, so when we can, we pay.
Perry blames part of their money woes on deadbeats he says includes the city of Cleveland, who he claims still owes Mount Pleasant about $70 grand for helping stage a family unity event in 2019.
We fronted $130,000 and haven't received a dime back from the city of Cleveland.
So far, no response from the city. Perry also cited decisions made before he became director in 2017, including involvement in this office and housing project on Kinsman Avenue. Court records show Mount Pleasant still owes around $89,000 on a defaulted loan. Looks like small-time contractors like Charles Connor may have to wait in line for their money. Or maybe not. Just this week, Connor and I returned to Mount Pleasant Now for a follow-up meeting with Director Perry. After nearly 2 years of frustration and a review of his invoices by Perry and his staff, Charles Connor finally got some good news.
After the review, the discussions, we've come to an agreement of $13,825.
You heard it right. A check for $13,825.
You just got the news you're going to get paid. You're going to get your check. What do you think?
I'm happy.
Finally getting most of what he claimed all along he had coming, with, Director Perry concedes, a little nudge from the I-Team.
And, you know, of course, although I like you, Mr. Monday, and grew up watching you, you know, who wants to see Carl Monday stop by, you know, in his office, so.
You're a happy man, huh?
Yeah, happy it's over with.
Carl Monday, Fox 8 I-Team.
Boy, quite a report there.
Yeah, Carl and the I-Team getting action.